is the way the body responds to acidity and alkalinity, depending on the ash. Okay, so this is one part of it, right? Now, you have this ash. Depending on the ash, it depends on the food of alkalinity, the alkalinity of the food. The pH of the body is naturally slightly alkaline. The pH of the body is naturally alkaline. The pH ranges around 7.2 to 7.4 is the body's natural pH. We are not neutral. It's naturally that our body is slightly alkaline. It's such a small amount, very small amount. 7.3, 7.4. That's why our body works optimally that. It works optimally at that pH range. 7.3, 7.4. The blood is very slightly alkaline. And I want y'all to understand how low that is in the alkalinity scale. Remember, 7 is neutral. That means there's no pH, no acidity, no alkalinity. You at 7.3. That's like if somebody was to come in here and take a little bit of salt and put it in your blood and say, here, it just raised your alkalinity up just by a tad bit. That's what that is. 7.3 to 7.4. It's a very slight alkalinity, but it's necessity. Okay? When the body consumes things that are acidic, it helps lower that pH down. It may go to a 7.2, a 7.1, a 7, a 6.9. The body is not going to go down to a 5. You're in what you consider acidosis. You are sick. You're very sick. Okay? So, you will lower your alkalinity slightly. And we know that the body likes to be in an alkaline environment, a slightly alkaline environment. So, when you consume acid-forming foods, you produce an ash. This ash for acid-forming foods coming from protein phosphates and sulfur phosphates, and this produces an acidic ash. That means you make a protein phosphate ash and you make a sulfur ash. That shows that your body is acidic. That means the stool that you're releasing has these two types of ashes in there. These two types of byproducts in there. This is what happens when you consume acidic foods. You create these byproducts. More sulfur, more protein phosphates. When you consume alkaline foods, you produce an ash that is more calcium, magnesium, and potassium based. This is the byproduct that is left over from the digestion. You produce a byproduct of ash of calcium, magnesium, and potassium base. Whereas acidic foods produce a protein phosphate and a sulfur base. Alright? These are the ashes that are left behind. Now, consuming acidic foods causes the body, okay? It causes the body to release buffering chemicals from the kidneys and the bone. Okay? It causes the body to produce buffering agents from the kidneys and the bones. So when you consume foods that's acidic in nature, such as milk, It causes your body to create bicarbonate ions. Because remember, what did I say acidic foods do? What makes them acidic? What makes them an acid from the get-go? They release hydrogen ions. They make the body release, the food makes the body release hydrogen ions. Or the food itself releases hydrogen ions. That's what makes it acidic. How does the body deal with hydrogen ions? Excessive amounts of hydrogen ions. Come on, people. Let's bring it back to chemistry. Let's go and add vinegar to your baking soda. Let's do that right now. You take your cup of vinegar and you add it to your baking soda. That's your old-fashioned volcano. Everybody's done that. What happens? You create a reaction. It releases oxygen or gas and water. You take acid from the vinegar and you add it to a bicarbonate. That's better known as sodium bicarbonate as baking soda. Those two come together and you produce water, gas, and you neutralize it. Now, when you consume acidic foods, the body says, we got extra hydrogen ions in our body. How can we neutralize this? The kidney says, I need to keep you in homeostasis. I am going to produce bicarbonate ions. I am going to produce these bicarbonate ions. And I am going to eliminate this extra hydrogen ions in my blood. I need to buffer the acid that you just consumed, so I will release bicarbonate ions to neutralize all this excessive acid. And if that's not sufficient enough, I will release calcium from my bones to neutralize the excessive acid in my blood. Okay? Y'all getting it, okay? Y'all understanding how acidic foods affect the body. Why does it have a negative effect? Your body has to buffer these acidic foods. Your body has to buffer the acidic foods. This is why acidic foods are deadly to the body. Your body has to buffer them. And check this out. Look how wonderful the body is. It secretes sodium bicarbonate ions from the kidneys, right? You have consumed acidic foods. The body eliminates it by secreting bicarbonate ions from the kidneys. It neutralizes the acid. It binds to carbon. And your lungs blows it out as carbon dioxide. Okay? Your lungs blow this excessive acid out by neutralizing it and making it a carbon dioxide. You're blowing out that acid, if you want to say that, because now it's not an acid, it's been neutralized. And you urinate the excesses out, too, in the form of urea. That's one of the ways the body eliminates that acidic foods. That's the way the body eliminates the hydrogen ions from the acidic foods. This is how acidic foods affect your body. Because the body has to use its bicarbonates to neutralize those acids. It's pulling vital minerals from the body to do that. You understand? It's pulling vital minerals from the body to do that. The kidney just doesn't have a large storage of bicarbonates. Oh, we got bicarbonates all around us. We got a backpack full of bicarbonates. It needs those vital minerals that the body uses to eliminate the excess of hydrogen ions out of the bloodstream. This is why acidic foods are damaging. This is why acidic foods are damaging. It pulls from the body. It pulls from the body so the body can stay in homeostasis. Now remember, the body is blood, and the body wants to be at what? pH of what? 7.3 to 7.4. So if you are constantly eating acidic foods, you are constantly pulling vital minerals and buffering agents that the body wants to use in other ways. You're using those vital minerals just to deal with the side effects